Welcome to Pamigurumi.crochet. I'm Pam, and I'm so excited you're here with me today as we review this book, Colorful Crochet Birds by Ilaria Caliri. She is an Italian designer, and there are 19 patterns in here, and I'm just going to go ahead and reveal I totally love this book. This is an optimal crochet book for me, and I'll tell you why as we go along. And can you see the little scratches? That was Josey trying to get my attention. She autographs lots of things in my life. Okay. So let's see, let me get to the right place. 2024 by Meteor Books, and I'm finding that I am liking the Meteor crochet books. They do a really nice job, and that includes lots of nice pictures. Here is, let's see if I can get it so it doesn't have light shining on it. There is a picture of all 19 of the characters that you can make. And they are all so clever and cute and look like what they're supposed to represent. And yes, I love all of them. And maybe I'll be adding most of them to my collection. We'll see. She also has just, basic instruction pages here. She uses Ricorumi, which I did trial for this project, and that's a cotton. It's a DK, and we'll talk more about that. I'll compare it to my favorite, which is YarnArt Jeans, which is a sport weight. So yeah, she just goes through the basics. She does have stitch instructions. There are QR codes to videos on those different stitches. And then we get to the projects. Look at this little guy. Is that, and I actually looked up this bird because I was like, wow, does this look like the bird? And he really does. Cute names, Urbano the Hopo. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but they all have a little backstory, which I always appreciate. And then she goes through the materials for you. She uses a 3-star skill level. So 1 is beginner, 2 is intermediate, 3 is advanced. Let's see how she... I wanted to get her terminology. Yes, 1 star is easy, 2 is intermediate, and 3 is advanced. Okay, here's one of the things I absolutely love about this book is there are a lot of pictures to show you what she's meaning along the way. It is well done. They did not skimp on pictures. So yeah, it's was an 8-page spread for that first bird. Okay, this is the first one I made out of the book. Blush, I can't talk. The Flamingo. He is a skill level advanced, and I guess it's the shaping probably on him. I did not find him difficult at all. I consider myself an intermediate to advanced crocheter. I actually don't even look at the difficulty level when I'm doing something. I just tackle it and learn new things along the way, but he is adorable, and I will show you my blush as we go along here. There's a budgie and a cockatiel. Aren't they adorable? Magda the magpie. I believe these are all Australian birds. Shima Anaga, Pip the kiwi, and Barry the pink robin. I've never seen a pink robin. I also looked that one up. It's an adorable bird, very colorful, just as she depicted. This is another one that I made, Duca the mallard. Neat, cute. I love mallards. We have a lot of mallards in our local park, swimming around in the water. Viola, the pigeon, and she cute. I do want to make her. I love how she did the little neck feathers. So clever. We have Button, the saw-whet owl. Not familiar with that particular owl, but he is so cute. And Argo, the peacock, and I have some footage on me making him. This is the cleverest pattern. This has to be my favorite character that I made. He's so cute, and I just really enjoyed how she put it together. Very, very clever. We have Scoop, the pelican. He's very cute. Can imagine a fish coming out of that mouth. Toko, the toucan, he's adorable. I will also have to make him. This reminds me of Toucan Sam, the Fruit Loops character. If you are from that generation, he always resonates. Follow his nose. Then we also have a hen and chick, Floriana. Very, very clever. We have Emerald the Quetzal. Also, I was not familiar with this bird. He's very beautiful. I love that bright green. We have Dune the Ostrich. Looks like using the loop stitch. I haven't tackled this one yet, but he is also very cute. And I also feel like I need to stick my head in the sand some days, Ostrich. I know exactly how you feel. And the last character here is Tux the Puffin. Isn't he cute? So in summary, I loved everything in this book. I would give it a 5 out of 5 Pamtastic stars. It is the style of Ami that I love, the very detailed and patterns. And anyway, I think it's just very cleverly done. The patterns themselves are just in the abbreviation format that I like. So just simple lines that my eye can follow easy, and they're easy to follow. Again, it has plenty of pictures. Where you think you need a picture, there's a picture. So that always helps. And the other thing I love in a book is when not just a couple of the characters appeal to me, but it's like literally I could see myself making every character in this book because they're just so clever and cute, and I love it. Okay, let's look at the characters. Here is Blush the Flamingo. Oh, you can see Josey down there. Say hi, Jose. So Blush the Flamingo, look at that shaping, is just fantastic. Love how she did the wing feathers. And so she did make it with a bent leg too. I chose not to do the bent leg because I thought he was going to sit, and I thought a bent leg sitting was odd, but he does not sit well. This is one I should have tried my weighted beads on. So probably should have opted for him on a stand with the bent leg, but I love the way he turned out. Now this is using the recommended Ricorumi yarn. Again, this is a DK. It comes in these little 25 gram or 30 gram. What are these? Yeah, 25 gram little balls, which I find very, very cute. It has a beautiful stitch definition. Very, very nice. It was easy to work with. It wasn't as stiff as some cottons I've used that hurt my hands. So I find the smaller I go, the easier it is for my hands. Like a worsted weight cotton, I find pretty stiff, but this DK was not too bad to work with. I would use it again. And we have the adorable little mallard. This one I used and it is still my favorite. Ricorumi is good, but I still love my YarnArt jeans the best. And this is the YarnArt jeans, which is a combination of cotton. It is a sport weight. It's a number 2. And okay, acrylic and cotton. There's the split. I never can find it. 45% acrylic, 55% cotton. So I find that this one does not split as much as the Ricorumi. That may be in my footage. When I'm using the cotton, it does tend to split. When I pull through, I will pull through all but one tiny little loop. Apparently something with my technique, but I don't get that as much with the YarnArt jeans. It happens occasionally, but not as often as when I'm crocheting with this Ricorumi. So YarnArt jeans is still my absolute favorite for Amigurumi. All right, so this is the Ricorumi 100% cotton yarn, and here's what happens to me, and perhaps it's my specific technique. Let me know if this happens to you. On a pull through, it looks like the yarn splits on me. I have just a little bit sticking out, and you'll see that happens periodically. Now I can make it not happen if I slow down and kind of think about every stitch, which of course who wants to do that when you're going on a big round piece? You just want to keep going. So that does not happen to me as much with the YarnArt jeans, the blend. It doesn't split quite as much on me like that. So let me know if that happens to you and if you have a solution for how not to do that with more splitty yarn like this cotton. Otherwise, it's nice to work with. It doesn't hurt my hands. I have found I can go smaller and it won't hurt my hands as much as larger cotton would. Maybe because it's smaller, it's a little more elastic, but otherwise it hurts on my hands when I'm just trying to work with it and pull through. It's a little stiffer. So the blend is nice for me, but this feels nice for a cotton. But that annoys me. And like I said, if I pay close attention, I'll fix it or just slow down and I can have that not happen. I've also found if I try to go too small on my hook, this happens more. I am a very tight crocheter. For example, this is a sport weight. A sport weight? Yeah, this is a sport weight. And I'm using a 2.75 or a C hook. And I think there are lots of people who do Ami that would go even smaller than that. But if I go smaller, then this happens to me more. And it may be, again, my hand motion that I'm not completing the turn or something. It may be kind of a natural thing not to cause myself more pain. But anyway, that's what happens to me with this cotton Ricorumi. So this was the YarnArt jeans, and I think the stitch definition is just beautiful. I enjoy working with it, no problems with it, and it still, as mentioned, is my favorite, but the mallard turned out really cute. And then my absolute favorite, ta-da, the Peacock. Oh my goodness, I do have some footage to show you while I was constructing this tail. He looks very difficult. He is a 3-star pattern. No, Josey, you may not steal him. But it is clever. It is not, shoot, you're about to witness her in the act. Are you just going to sniff or are you going to try to steal? Yeah, no, keep your keep your mouth off, please. These feathers, I had such a good time making them. Normally in a pattern when it says make 10, I'm like, I don't want to make 10. Multiples bother me. But this, I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. And then how you attach the feathers and make the tail is just so clever, which I do show you. Don't you think, Josey? You may not have Argo. So anyway, I think he turned out so cute. I would definitely make him again. He's just adorable. And this one was made using the Ricorumi. So 2 out of the 3, I used what it called for. And again, just beautiful stitch definition. The colors are fantastic. Totally enjoyed everything about making this little peacock. Okay, I'm attaching my feather eye spots to my tail, and I always enjoy when it's a creative or new way of doing something that I haven't done in Ami. This is very clever. So you take your little individual eye feather, which you've marked at certain points, and then you start attaching them to the green circle that is the tail, and then you crochet around them to attach them, skipping the ones in the back, and then you're going to secure this at the bottom later with embroidery. And so I'm attaching my 10 eye spots. That's very fun. All right, I finished my embroidery and my feather attachment. So next, I think we fold it in half and then crochet around the whole thing. So isn't that cute? It's a very clever design. So that is your book review of the day. Again, 5 stars in all categories. I really enjoy this book a lot and look forward to making more of the characters. I'm not sure anybody can beat this adorable peacock, but we'll give it a try. So y'all have a great day, and remember, every day is a great day to crochet. Bye.